Hello and welcome to a new vlog. Hello, hi if you're new here. I'm Andrea. I'm a full-time writing instructor and a part-time content creator and indie author. Welcome back if you're one of my lovely returning friends. It is nearly 10 in the morning. It feels earlier because once again I didn't sleep well. It's a problem. I don't know what it is. Honestly, I mean, I do think part of it is the heat. Like, I just don't sleep as well in the summer in general because I can't sleep under a pile of blankets. That's definitely part of it. But yeah, it's nearly 10. It's about 20 till. So I'm gonna do a quick workout here in my apartment. I think I'm just gonna do, sometimes I work out to a video. I really like Kamoya Foray here on YouTube. If you're looking for good high intensity, low impact workouts, I would check her out. But I think today, I know a lot of the moves, a lot of like intervals to do, so I'm just gonna put on a London walking video and have some pretty London scenery to watch. So you saw that I think a couple of vlogs ago, so that's what I'm going to do for about 30 or 40 minutes. I do have a call I need to jump on at 11 with one of my friends and my alpha reader. One of my friends and one of my alpha readers. So we're gonna have a personal catch-up call, but she has also finished reading Independent Hearts 3, so I'm gonna finally get to hear what she thought of that. Very nervous and excited to hear what she thinks. So I might also try to run some of my ideas for Across the Pond 5 off of her, because as you saw in the last video, I'm struggling with that a bit. That I was only filming that yesterday, so as of today there's been no progress. I'm still thinking of a plot. But yeah, it is Tuesday. It is, well, technically it's the third to last Tuesday before the semester starts, but it's the second to last Tuesday before the first week of classes. So I have this Tuesday and next Tuesday that I don't have to think about teaching at all. But then the following Tuesday after that, I will have had a faculty meeting the day before, and the semester will be starting in just a couple days by then. And yeah, so the summer break is rapidly coming to an end. And I know quite a few of you are in a similar position, so I know that you know how I feel and are probably feeling the same way. We will get through the fall semester. It will be fine. We will all survive. We will have fun, I say optimistically. One thing to note at the start of this video, as you are watching this vlog, because I think this vlog is going to go up on Monday, I am, as you are watching this, taking another break. Obviously, I am filming this today, so I know this video will get filmed. I know this video will get edited. Hopefully in time, most likely in time. I am going to film a couple other videos this week, a couple other vlogs, at least one, if not two, hopefully two. So basically I'm doing the same thing I did at the start of the summer, where I took 2 weeks off. Back at the beginning of the summer, I had pre-filmed several videos. I had just over 2 weeks worth of content so that I didn't have to start filming right away as soon as my break was over. I had 2 weeks off of vlogging, but you guys didn't notice any difference. I'm gonna try to do that again. It's just gonna be for 1 week. So I'm gonna try to pre-film and pre-edit even as much as possible. But I also, because it's only 1 week, I also don't want to overwhelm myself filming extra content this week and editing a bunch of content this week. Like, I don't want to wear myself down this week just to be able to take next week off, if that makes sense. So this is just your warning. I'm taking a break for this week for, oh, I can't see it. I think it's like August 6th through 12th, like whatever that Saturday through the following Sunday is. I'm taking off. I will start vlogging regularly again on August 14th. So hopefully there won't be any interruptions in content, but if there are, I will post on the community page to let you know if a video is not going up on a certain day. But now you know why. It's because I'm taking another break. I just feel like I need a week now at the end of the summer to lay on the couch and read, lay on the couch and watch TV, sleep in, do my workouts without trying to fit in vlogging and editing and stuff. It's just, I want to start the semester feeling good, might be optimistic, feeling better. Feeling better. I'm feeling a bit run down. Most of that I think is from my seasonal depression with the heat, because I have gotten a lot of rest this summer, but I just feel like I need a week off, and I'm trying to do better at listening to myself about that sort of thing. So that's where we're at. It'll all be good. It'll all be fine. Gonna go do my workout now because I'm running out of time before I need to jump on my call. So welcome to the vlog. Sit back, get comfy, get cozy, all of that good stuff, and spend my Tuesday with me. Alrighty, it is 1 o'clock. I need to get up. I've just finished my call with my friend. We had a lovely time and a lovely chat, and she's one of my alpha readers, so she also gave me some really good feedback on Independent Hearts 3 because she had finished reading that. Yay, that's exciting. That's really exciting. She loved it. So it tracks with what everyone else has said, my other alpha readers. So I've got notes, but it's really just, it was a page and a half, I think. No, 3 pages, 3 full pages of notes in my project notebook, and then the individual comments in Scrivener, which a lot of those are similar to what's in here. So that will be good. So I'm feeling a little bit more optimistic about getting the second draft of Independent Hearts 3 done sometime this month. Hopefully in the next few weeks. So I do want to do some editing today, but I also really want to do some planning. But I also really need to go eat some food. I had a smoothie in a coffee mug. I had a smoothie and I had some cheese, so I have eaten, but I need proper lunch. I need my planner, so I'm gonna take that over with me. I need all my pens. I need to set up August. So I'm also going to need to adjust my planning board because Camp Nano is done, July is done. My July top 3, I got 2 out of the 3 done. I did not finish the Independent Hearts cover sketch, but I finished my Scrivener read through and I finished my Across the Pond read through. Camp Nano, I got beyond 15K and I had tons of fun. Oh, I need pages. I need to print off stuff, so I don't have my August pages. I need to print that off in a moment. Actually, I'm just gonna do the September pages as well. Oh, I'm gonna need some more paper. Why can things never be simple? Ooh, and I'm actually almost out of paper, so I need to order some more paper too. Thankfully, I have enough print. Please print correctly. So yeah, I need to plan August. I need to plan this week as I'm filming. I need to plan next week, which is the week when you will be watching this. That is the week that I am taking time off. So there's not much to plan for that, but I need to think about some things. I need to look back at July and what didn't get done, which I feel like was quite a lot, and I'm honestly trying not to dwell on that, because this is the problem I always have at the end of summer break. It's always so easy. I'm just going to talk to you guys while I trim these pages. It's always the difficulty of, at the beginning of summer, it feels like I have, and I'm sure a lot of you relate to this, especially those of you who are in school or have children in school. The beginning of the summer, 3-month summer break, feels like a lifetime. Like, it feels like you have all the time in the world to do all the things, and everything is good. There's plenty of time. You've got big dreams and plans of what you're going to do. And then by the end of July, or like mid-July, you're just like, oh crap, I don't have time. I'm running out of time. It's our own dang fault, because we massively overestimate how much we can do in 3 months. It's been this way my entire academic life, like throughout undergrad, grad school, now as a teacher and working full-time. And it's not just me. I have friends who were the same way. We all had this problem. It's very common. I'm not going to beat myself up about it, but it's still frustrating. And I don't know. Like, this summer I feel like I have been better in some ways, because this summer I really focused on resting and taking time and taking care of myself and getting the rest that I needed and putting myself first, basically. And that's, you know, with things like getting enough sleep, getting enough eating consistently, not skipping meals because I'm focused on writing, stuff like that, getting enough water to drink each day, exercising or doing some sort of movement each day, prioritizing taking entire days. You know, we only did it twice, but still, Mom and I took entire days out of the week to go for a hike. I didn't stress about not doing any writing on those days or something. And so I really have put myself first. Taking 2 weeks off at the beginning of the summer is not something I have ever done before, but I know it made such a huge difference. And that's why, even though part of me is like, you have 2 weeks left of vacation, you don't want to spend one of those weeks doing absolutely nothing. But the other part of my brain is like, no, that's exactly what I want to spend one of these 2 weeks doing. Absolutely nothing. Like, I want to just give myself permission to lay on the couch again and watch TV and read books and sleep in and not have to worry about vlogging and stuff. Like, I love vlogging, but I love vlogging. I love vlogging. I love doing YouTube. I'm not going anywhere, not for the long term. You're stuck with me. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry, but you're stuck with me. I love YouTube, and I also need to give myself permission to take breaks from YouTube. Earlier, I'm still going to try to film as much as I can, but as I said at the beginning of this vlog, there might end up being only 1 or 2 vlogs that go up. Like, I think I can film at least 1 more vlog this week before next week. But whether I can edit things ahead of time, and I just think I really want 1 week where, like, I'm not only not vlogging, but I'm also not editing. I just think that will make things a lot easier, and I just don't know that I can pre-film and pre-edit 3 vlogs this week. It just feels like that would be defeating the purpose of taking a break if I'm burned out from content creation. So I want to still try to have a super restful, fun week this week, but then really hit the brakes and slow down next week. And I can feel it in my body. I need it. But the summer's been good. I think it's easy for me to focus on, and of course I say all of this because I want you guys to also think of this, because I know a lot of you also have lots of projects, also have lots of jobs and hats that you wear and things that you do, and I feel like we're all similar in a lot of ways. And so I know I'm not the only one who probably struggles with getting to the end of summer or a vacation or time off or whatever your situation has been, or just the end of a quarter. I guess we're not quite to the end of the third quarter yet, but we're certainly past through the first half of the year and nearing the end of the third quarter. I think it's so easy for us to get to the end of a vacation or a business quarter or whatever our situation is and think of all the things that didn't get done and not focus enough on all the things that did get done. And so like this summer, I started and finished Independent Hearts 3. I've done some editing in Across the Pond 4 and in Royal Romance 1. Not as much as I wanted, but I did do editing. I have started the cover for Independent Hearts 3. I'm starting the editing process for Independent Hearts 3. I have filmed and edited a ton of videos. I mean, where's my calculator? Because we all know I can't do math. Let's just go from May. Let's just say 3 months. If I do 3 a week times 4 weeks times 3 weeks, 36 vlogs. Sounds about right. I have filmed and edited 36 vlogs, which, if my average vlog length, we'll do a conservative estimate of 40 minutes. 40 times 36. 1,440 minutes plus of YouTube content has been edited. Well, that's the final edit. If we want to really make my head spin, each vlog is actually on average an hour. A lot of them are longer than an hour of raw footage. So 60 minutes times 36 is over 2,000 minutes of vlogs have been edited and filmed this summer. And I feel like that's something I don't count enough in what I've done, because I just think YouTube is just there in the background. I don't think about the time that goes into it, but I am filming for at least an hour for each vlog between talking and B-roll. Usually it's at least an hour of talking plus another 20 minutes or so of B-roll. So it's usually an hour and like 15, hour and 20 is what the rough footage ends up being. So I'm vlogging for about an hour or so a day, 3 days a week. And then I'm editing for about 2 hours per vlog, 3 vlogs a week. So YouTube takes up a lot of my time. And so when I add that into what I've accomplished this summer, a lot of writing, a lot of editing, a lot of YouTube vlogging, filming, and editing. I've posted at this point, I think I've posted at least 12 different, no, it's gotta be more than that. It's probably closer to 20 between original posts and shared posts on LinkedIn, which is a lot for me, and that's all new this summer. I've started posting not super consistently. I missed Thursday last week and I haven't done it so far Tuesday this week, but I'm trying to post more frequently on the community page here on YouTube. I've continued posting on Instagram almost every day, so a lot of content creation and social media work this summer. A lot. I have sent 2 newsletters this summer, which, considering I didn't send any for the first 6 months of this year, 2 in 1 summer is pretty good. I will take that. So like, yeah, there's things I haven't finished, there's things I haven't checked off my list, but there is also a lot that I have gotten done this summer. And so that is what I need to focus on. So I'm gonna go take my planner pages. I need to hole punch them, but I'm gonna take my planner, go sit down. I'm gonna make myself a late lunch, get some food, watch a bit of YouTube, relax for a bit, do some planning, have a bit of a planning session, and then we will do some editing. I do want to do some editing today. back over here. Planning is done for the moment. I haven't really planned out all of August. I feel like August is a hard month to plan because the first half before the semester starts, I just want to do as little as possible. I don't want to have a lot of tasks and projects and things that need to get done. And then the second half is really just getting settled into the semester. And I just realized I need to switch both of my calendars. Let me do that before I forget. So we've got a beautiful picture of Big Ben on this calendar. And we have some pictures of Bath on that calendar. So this is the London calendar. And then the one behind me in the kitchen is the Shutterfly one that Mom made for me for Christmas. So it's got all kinds of pictures. So every month it's a surprise. So we've got Bath for August, which is exciting. So yeah, August is just a really hard month to plan for because it's a month that I don't want to be overly ambitious about. It's a month that I don't want to put a lot of things in my planner. Like, I really am just trying to get through August. August is a very transitional month for me, I feel like, in the same way that May is a transitional month, and then I feel like January is a transitional month. So there's 3 months out of the year, I feel like, that are very much like January, obviously, because we're transitioning into a new year, but also I'm transitioning into a new semester. May, I'm transitioning from the spring semester into summer, and from my full-time teaching routine into my full-time summer writing routine. And then August, transitioning from that summer routine back into my teaching routine. I feel like December, it's just Christmas. December's just, there's no transition, it's just bam, Christmas time. The semester's done, I'm on winter break, I don't transition. It's such a short period, I don't really feel like I have time to transition. If anything, it's like all of December and January are transitioning from one semester to the next, from one season to the next. Like, it's a bigger transitional period. So like December, I don't really notice that much of a transition, but like definitely August, and definitely this August, I can feel that transition going from the summer into the fall semester. The season and the weather isn't really changing, but the mindset, the mental attitude, the approach to my work, the approach to rest, like rest has been really important over the summer, but rest is going to be crucial for the semester. Like I don't know if it's possible to break the cycle and break the habit, but if it is possible, I feel like I really need to try to break the habit I have of slowly ramping myself up and wearing myself out throughout the course of the fall semester, and then December is just so exciting and magical and wonderful because it's Christmas, but that's also very draining on my energy. In a positive way, as much as that can be positive, but like I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't do December differently, but it is very draining. And then January through April then continues to be very draining. And then I get to May and I get to the summer starting, and my battery is just dead. Like I'm completely dead. And I know that feeling I have in April can be traced all the way back to the previous August. and it can be traced back through the spring semester and through Christmas and December and winter break and then back through the fall semester. And I really need to not do that. I don't want to be planning a ton of things for August. I don't want to be super ambitious. If anything, it's like, let's not be ambitious and see what happens. Let's just have things in my mind that need to be worked on and work on those as much as I can. And then when those things get done, I can move on to something else. The big goals as far as book stuff for August is definitely editing Independent Hearts 3 and getting the cover illustration done. So I've just done some sketching in that. I'm trying to stick to my 10 minutes a day. I set my timer, sketched for 10 minutes, so that's good. But yeah, I want to try to get draft 2. I want to try to get all of the developmental edits done by the end of this month. I just don't know if that's quite possible, but that's my goal. So I want to try to get draft 2 done in the next couple weeks without having to spend my week off doing nothing but editing. And I'm hoping that if I'm not vlogging next week, that I can then have time to edit without having it take up all of my time. If I have to also take the week of the 14th, in August there's basically 3 full weeks and then 2 partial weeks at the beginning and the end. So if I'm counting this week as 1 week, if I take the next 3 weeks to get the draft done, then I can send it to my beta readers like the week of the 21st and they can read it. I'm gonna beg them to just read it as quickly as they can. And then if all goes according to plan, which it won't, but just putting it out there, in an ideal world, if I could get beta feedback back by around the 25th, 26th, then I could spend the 28th through September 1st making those notes and then potentially start copy editing by, that'd be Sunday the 3rd, Monday the 4th. Because I still really figure if I'm copy editing in September, formatting takes less than a day, and then proofreading in October, and if the cover is getting done at some point and all of that as well, then I could still upload everything by November 1st. Which it's weird, and I can feel my brain shifting. It's weird to be thinking about uploading another book. Like, it's been a while. It's been almost a year since the last one, so it's time. But uploading and publishing, even though in some ways it's the easiest part, it's my least favorite part. I don't like it. I don't enjoy publishing, and I know I need to shift that mindset. It just feels like there's so many little logistical things and so many little potential errors that can pop up and hold you back, and I get very anxious about that part. But it's also the part I wouldn't ever want to outsource, because I have to be the one to oversee all of that. So like, I just have to get used to it. It's gotten a little bit easier with each book, but at the rate I'm going, it's going to take me like another 12 or 15 books before I'm like, yeah, publishing, uploading, no problem. So we're not there yet. It still makes me nervous. But yeah, this month is just going to be a lot of editing. So as for editing, where are we at? Not that far since the last time I gave you an editing update. But I'm now gonna just I'm just moving forward. I think the last time I did some editing, I just did like 30 minutes, and it was just like some really quick notes in here that I was addressing. Today I'm gonna start in the prologue, and we're just moving through chapter by chapter as fast as we can while still doing a good job. Like, I'm not gonna half-bake my edits. I'm gonna do a decent job, but I feel like one of my problems is I overthink things. So we're not gonna overthink things. All 3 alpha readers really like it, feel like even this really rough first draft is very strong. It just needs a lot of polishing and fine-tuning and clarifying and strengthening, but structurally it seems like it's in really good shape. So that is the ideal place to be in. I've definitely, Royal Romance is a perfect case in point. That is a book where structurally it's got a lot of issues. So that's one of the reasons why that book is taking longer than I initially expected. It's not the only reason, but it's one reason. Whereas Independent Hearts 3 and Across the Pond 4 are both structurally very sound. They're just the fluffy bits in between the structure, right, are just a little bit weak. So all the supporting bits could be more supportive, I guess, is the way to describe that. So yeah, so we're just gonna start in the prologue and move forward. I would love if I could get through the prologue and chapter 1, but I feel like chapter 1 also had a fair amount of notes or just things that I need to keep in mind. I think I can get through the easy quick notes of the prologue and chapter 1 and maybe even chapter 2. There are some bigger things that, so yeah, we're just gonna get through as much as we can get through and we will see how well this goes. But I have made a very cozy mug of hot chocolate in my hedgehog mug. I wanted something warm and cozy to drink, but it's too late for coffee, even decaf. So we're doing hot chocolate, even though it's 103 degrees outside. It's only 103. That's not bad. So it's definitely hot chocolate weather. One chapter and the prologue done. But that's okay. That's fine. I want it to go faster. Some chapters will go faster. That's what I keep trying to remind myself of. Some chapters will go faster because some chapters have far fewer notes. The first chapters are just difficult because you're setting everything up, and I got most of the comments taken care of that I'd put in Scrivener in my last read through, but there's a couple that I've made note of in the notebook because I think there's a better place that I can put them, like address those issues, because the other struggle I have when doing these books, doing any book, but I need to change how I'm sitting. The struggle I have with any book, and I feel like this is a very common thing, so other authors and writers, you can let me know if you also struggle with this. It's really easy to info dump on the reader in the first 2 chapters, and so as I'm going through these first couple chapters and as I'm explaining like what Elisa's candle shop is like and what the business is like and what the town is like and all of this stuff, I have to ask myself, is this information the reader needs to know right now to understand the story and the setting and where everything is at and how the story is starting, or can some of this come in later chapters, in like chapter 3, 4, and 5? So I feel like when you're writing a story, there is some information that has to be in chapter 1, and some of that has to be like in the first half of chapter 1, some can be in the second half of chapter 1. Like there's a priority to the order, but there's some stuff that you have to have in chapter 1, and then there's some stuff that is still really important, but if you put it in chapter 1 it makes it too much, so you can save it for chapter 2, but then it really has to be in chapter 2. And then it's like, then chapter 3 and 4 I feel like has the rest of the information and the details that the reader really needs in order to understand the rest of the story, but it doesn't have to go into the first 2 chapters. And so there's 2 things that relate to her shop that I put in my notes and my comments for chapter 1, but I know one of them, the topic comes up in a later chapter, and it can just wait until then because it's not critical information, but still is good to know. And then the other thing can come later as well. So I've addressed the comments that I left in Scrivener. I know there are notes in here in the notebook that I have for chapter 1. And chapter 2 is going to be the one that's a little bit harder because there's some big stuff that happens in chapter 2. It's going to be a challenge working on these edits because some things, it's not just one quick fix I need to make in one specific chapter. It's little tweaks I'm going to need to make in a few chapters. But I think what might end up happening is I will address as many of these notes as I can while I'm going through it chapter by chapter, and then anything that I haven't crossed off before I send it back to my alpha readers for a second read, for like a beta read, I'll go through the notebook and just make sure that like I've fully addressed like chapters 2 through 4 or chapters 12 and 13, or like things that are spread across a few. It's still early days, but I can cross off on the sticky note on here that the prologue and chapter 1 are done, so that's exciting. But yeah, I'm loving this story. It's fun being back in it to edit it. But yeah, that's where that's at. So I don't want to just turn off my computer because oh no, it's done. It is done uploading. I need to like do all the description box and the thumbnail and stuff still, but I can stop for now. So we're gonna disconnect the laptop. I don't think I'm gonna do any writing today. I really wanted to, but I think I need some time off from writing, outlining, whatever. I'm done. It's nearly 6 o'clock. It's 5:54. I'm done for the day. Andrea, gosh darn it. I was going to do some work on my project notebook on Across the Pond 5, but no, we're done. We're done. We're not done with this vlog. I still have the rest of the evening. It's Bachelorette night. Well, it was Bachelorette night last night, but I've been watching it on Hulu the next day so that I don't have to deal with fast forwarding through ads and stuff. So I'm going to watch The Bachelorette and then maybe some YouTube and some other fun stuff. I need to get dinner going. And yeah, just have a nice cozy evening. That's what I need. It is 10 after 10 and it is time to wrap up this vlog and go, for me, to go get in bed. I did a little bit of reading while dinner cooked, and so that was nice, and I want to get back into that book because I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, it's been a good day. Glad I got started like really going on the editing, so I just hope I can keep that up. I always struggle with this part of the process because editing isn't my most favorite part of the process in general, but I'm starting to realize that I think it's because I know that it could go pretty fast, and I never want any of my books to be done. And so the closer I get to copy editing and proofreading and formatting and then publishing, the more I tend to procrastinate, because I just don't want a project to be over. Even though I've got so many other projects already, like other first drafts that need to be edited, and now I'm starting to outline another project, and you know, I'm excited to start Independent Hearts 4. I've got ideas for that, so I am looking forward to that, but I don't want Independent Hearts 3 to be done. And I feel like this happens every time, and I'm just starting to become more consciously aware of it, that this is part of why I struggle. Part of my struggle with editing is perfectionism and just feeling like I'm not gonna get it as good as I want, and I start doubting and second guessing, like, is this what the readers want? Will the readers enjoy this? It's another reason why I really depend on my alpha readers and my beta readers, because they'll be the ones who'll tell me, no, Andrea, it's good, you can stop now. Because I literally would edit myself in circles, and I would edit and change everything until it's a completely different story, and I have to really fight hard against that urge to just keep editing and keep editing and keep editing. But part of the reason why I want to keep editing is because I don't want a project to be over. And this is why, I think this is part of why I write series, because then in a way, a project isn't over, it's just that installment of the project. Like, this won't be the last time I ever write Elise. Elise will be in the next book. So I need to just finish this. I need to just keep moving forward with the editing and not procrastinate and not hold myself back. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. It's been a very relaxing day despite still getting stuff done, so yay for that. Leave me some book and writing related emojis in honor of the editing work that I did and the planning work I did. There isn't really a planner emoji. There should be some sort of planner emoji, but I think there's like a notebook, so you could leave me a notebook emoji for the planning and editing that I did. Let me know how you all are doing. I don't have a specific question. So just, yeah, let me know how you're doing and how your August is going. Maybe I shared some of my August goals, so maybe let me know what is one or two of your goals for August. I would love to know. Give the vlog a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. All of that great stuff. I really appreciate it. Just as a reminder, as I said earlier, as you're watching this, I am taking a break. If this vlog was late to get put up, or if there aren't vlogs after this one for the rest of the week, that is why. I'm not disappearing for good. I'm just taking a week off. And I will see you all very soon. If, like I said, if not, this is supposed to go up on Monday, so if I don't see you on Wednesday, hopefully I'll see you on Friday. If I don't see you on Friday, I should definitely see you the following Monday, something like that. Everything should get back to normal. If there are any disruptions, it should all get back to normal by Wednesday the 16th. So just bear with me. But yeah, I will see you all very soon in a new vlog. Thank you very much for watching this one. Bye!